another Parts Factory Australia installation tutorial video. Today we're working on this Honda Accord. We're going to be swapping out the starter motor. Now guys, this is the 2.4 litre K24A starter motor swap. This motor on the Hondas is shared between a lot of the different cars like your Accord, Odyssey, some Civics, etc, even your Accord Euro. So this video is going to be applicable for a whole bunch of different cars. So if you are swapping out your starter motor on any of those cars, yeah, this video is going to help you get the job done. Now don't forget guys, anything we show you how to fit on Parts Factory in Australia, we stock the part here in Australia as well. So if you want this part, get it, go to the link in the description of the video, just click the title, the link will pop down, order it, get it in your hand, then re-watch this video. I'll show you how to install it, get the job done and save yourself some money. Alrighty guys, let's jump into it. Alrighty guys, so your starter motor is actually in underneath this intake manifold. Now the good thing is these Honda intake manifolds aren't actually too bad to get off. So don't let that freak you out just yet. Now to start, we're gonna undo this plastic cover. Right, so you got these two little 10 mils. Just pop that cover off, just stick it out of your way. Now, if you see these 12 mils here, we're going to undo all them, and this intake manifold will actually pop this direction. Now, you notice you got a few little hoses and whatnot. Realistically, it's probably best that I undo this first to see if we're really going to have to move it, because all we're really doing is just kind of going to squeeze through that hole and undo the bolt. So I'll undo these, and then we'll see how it moves after that. So once you've got them all cracked, then hopefully a little rattle gun or any tool of your choice should be able to get it much easier. Got one down here I haven't undone yet. I see, undo this, right, but then you notice that this kind of won't move. If you have a look down in here, see this hose, see that little 12 mil down in here? This one that just goes straight to the block. If you undo that, then you'll find this entire intake manifold just kind of pops back. So I'm going to undo that. Obviously, as we were talking about, I'm not exactly sure if we're going to have enough space without removing any of this other stuff, but we'll give it a go before we, do things for no reason. All right, so there's that bolt just there. And we should be able to get this intake manifold and just pop it back a bit, hopefully. Yeah, just like that. So see how you get into that starter motor in there now? And good news is technically once we're at this point, that's one of your hardest parts. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to grab this intake manifold and strap it back, so it's kind of strapped as far away as we possibly can, get it out of out of our way, etc. And then that'll allow me to get in there and operate in that area. Just something like that. Nice and simple, not too much force where it breaks anything. But yeah, that'll just allow us to get in there a bit easier, I reckon. So at this stage, this is where you want to be undoing your battery. You'll obviously have a battery here. Just take your negative terminal off, it's just a 10 mil. Loosen it off, give it a twist, pop that off. If you want to, just go in, turn your key. It'll drain all the any sort of leftover electricity out of the system, etc. And then we're good to go down in the starter motor area. Alrighty guys, so you see how you got this little power plug? We're going to start with that. Let's build some momentum and just pop that off like so. Popping that out of the way. Now, just guys, by the way, let's get this intake gasket off, just so you don't damage it. And just pop it off nice and gently and stick it out of your way. The next thing, see this little cover here? That's covering up at probably a 13 mil. Or just let me pop it off and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So you see that? It's either going to be a 13 or a 12. So we're going to pop that. That's your main power cable. Alrighty, so I've got my 12 mil in there. I'm just going to pop this little bolt off here, or nut off. And that way, the last step is just removing the two 14s. If you've got a short spanner, that'd be the best. Or even a short ratchet spanner. Alrighty, so I'm just going to finish off that bolt. And at this point, you ought to be getting ready to grab a 14 mil spanner or socket, because you got this, see down here, can you see that down there? See that 14 mil down there? One there, and then one just on the opposing side I'll probably just grab that camera in a second just so I can show you. Now, just before we go any further, you see just here, this plastic thing? Just grab a pair of pliers and just squeeze that and it'll pop this this wiring off, etc. Alright, so I'm just going to squeeze that, and once you squeeze that, you should find it should just pop in like that. Nice and easy, right? And then, yeah, what I'll do, before we go any further, I'm just going to come in, maybe, let's see if I can, oh yeah, here. And then if you have a look, see just there, that long bolt at the back, that is the 14 mil we're going to get, plus that one just there. So if you undo those two 14 mils, probably just a small little spanner, etc, etc, you should be able to pop your starter motor out at that point. Guys, so I've used this 14 mil half-inch little ratchet here to get into that back one, and I went through like that and then just went come over here and just went pop up. Now the front one, that one down there, a little bit harder to get to. Alrighty guys, I've used an electric wrench to get this bottom one. You can see how much longer that would have taken if you were just winding it manually. At that point, you can go ahead and grab that 17 long out here, sticking it somewhere safe. And you got that 14 long up the top. Just spin it by hand, just because I can't really get an electric wrench. And then that starter motor will actually be out. Alright guys, that's that pain in the ass bolt we've just pulled out there. And then obviously once you've got the two bolts out, that means you can just grab your starter and bring her on up. Voila! Whew. Alrighty guys, so at this point, I guess first things first, hopefully you have your new one sitting there ready to go. I'll just remind you, if you do need it, we've got them available here at Parts Factory. They are just an OEM replica, guys, 3-year warranty, so check it out, link in the description. Right, so you literally, same thing in reverse, you just come down. Let's remove this 14 mil just so we don't have to remove it while we're down in there. Or 13 mil or 12 or whatever it was. And then we can just come on down. All the way into the hole. So resting it in. Obviously it's a bit squishy down in there. You just kind of maneuver it in and eventually pops up into place. Okay, and we're going to start, we're going to try and follow that same flow, but in reverse. So I'm going to start with that pain in the ass long one up the top here. Just come through. Now this is kind of where you want to kind of maneuver it with one finger and twist it with another. I know it's a bit of a pain, but there is no other way to get it in, if you know what I mean. Once you get the thread started, then let's go down to, yep, so I've got the thread started. We can go down to that larger one. It's down here. Just going to slide it on in. You kind of want to, maybe what I'll try and do is come in with my other hand, just like that. So I can kind of twist on in there. And then, yeah, just once we get that started, once again, it's going to be nice and easy. Yeah, I've already, yep. Alrighty guys, so once you've got them all started, you can just grab your electric wrench. Hopefully you've got one of them. Pulls it up into place. Now, I'm going to do the same thing over on the 14 at the back. And then you can grab your electrical wire. Remember how we popped this one out? Just for, you know, so you can get in there a bit easier. I'm going to pop it back into place. If I can. There it goes there. See how it kind of just like locates the plug, and then you got that power cable, which is just going to come in over the top, and then you got that 14 or 12 or 13 or whatever size it was, just comes in through. I'll just push that down. Now obviously this is a bit of a pain getting it in here because of this hose right here, so just kind of be gentle. Twist your hand around. I know you can't see me doing it, but yeah, look at that. I got it straight on, so that's nice. Tightening it up. This here, guys, you want this pretty tight, but not too tight where you snap it, if you know what I mean. Because if you snap it, then you'll be pulling this starter motor straight back out and buying a new one. Yeah, so we've got that 12 mil here, guys. I'm going to tighten that up, and then remember that little plug. That's what locates your wiring. Push that back in just so it's all nice and straight. And then ultimately we're going to do this one up, not too tight. It's kind of like 2-finger tight. So if you have a little spanner, you're just pushing with 2 fingers. Oh, but don't go too tight because you'll snap it. And then yeah, you got this little electrical plug, and then we'll throw this intake manifold back on. All right, so I'm just gonna, I knocked this little intake tube off. It just goes on the back here. You probably would have already seen that, just this one here. And then yeah, we're gonna pop this off, and you bring the intake manifold back down into place. But we're gonna put this manifold gasket on. So we're gonna go, make sure there's no dirt or anything on your gasket. You guys are probably on a farm on the dirt, so I'm certain you won't have this sort of issue. Clean your hands, make sure it's done right, guys. Gaskets like this, it's an air gasket, so it's not like a head gasket or anything where it has to be literally perfect, but obviously little specks of dirt aren't going to be good for sealing up, so get rid of as much as you possibly can. Okay, then we're going to just flip it, bring it down, place it on. As you can see, guys, usually this is full of rust and oil. This motor's probably busted, so I'm sure yours isn't going to be like that. Now you got this tube that's going to get in our way, so I'm going to pre-bring it around and then just slide that on. Now what we'll do is let's chuck a bolt in over this side, just like that, and then I'm going to go and tackle that bottom bracket, just because you wouldn't want to be doing all these up, etc, etc, and then find there's something going on down here wrong or whatever, if you know what I mean. All right, so once that's tight, guys, you've obviously got all your top manifold bolts. Don't forget you got bolts and nuts for this. So you come over here, bang, 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 over here. This one's the one that a bit harder to get back into, etc. You've got that center one. Do it all up with your little rattle gun. Now, what I want you to do with this is I want you to not tighten it with the rattle gun, just start them all. See how you can kind of get it to the point where the rattle gun's not clicking, like that. Because now what we're going to do is we're going to go over it by hand. Rattle guns can be unpredictable with the amount of power, guys. This isn't something that needs to be incredibly tight. It's, again, it's like a 2-finger sort of tightness. See, like that? I'm using 2 fingers. Because otherwise, again, you'll literally snap it, and you'll be going and calling a stud fixer, to come out and pop it out, etc, etc, which is not going to be nice. Now the one down the bottom in the block, don't worry about that one. You can go ahead with a rattle gun. Get down in there, tighten her up. And other than that, guys, don't forget you got your little cover. Pop it back on, which is just your little 10 mils. You can start them by hand usually. You want to get to the last one and thread the nut. Come in with your 10 mil and your gun. Again, not too tight, nothing crazy. See how it pulls down like that. 1 and 2, and that's it, guys. Job complete. At this point, you can now chuck your battery in. Boom, 2 terminals. Dispose your old starter motor, and you're good to go, guys. Don't forget, if you do need these parts, we do have them available on Parts Factory. You know where the link is in the description below. Other than that, guys, my name's Lucas. Thanks for watching another Parts Factory Australia installation tutorial video. I'll see you next time.